Well, I tell you what, I'm glad Christmas is all over. People in shops buying presents and spending money that they've not got, and the stress of it all. And then supermarkets, people are going in supermarkets, they're buying food, and it's just going to all end up in bed.
I think you're missing the point. Christmas is all about...
And don't get me started about music, playing it year in, year out, same music. You know what? Where's all new music? Well, I'll tell you why there's no new music, because Christmas music's rubbish.
Guys...
Let me tell you something else. Wrapping paper. I mean, that's a scam. People buy it, they wrap the presents up in it, and then what do they do? Unwrap it, and then it all goes in bin.
Guys...
And another thing, December. People using the whole of December to get drunk every day. Every day!
Whoa! Just hang on a minute. There's nothing wrong with that.
Guys, we're live.
What do you mean?
We're on camera. People can see you.
Camera? Since when? Can people see us?
Those things in front of us pointing at us.
Didn't you wonder why Rob were putting makeup on?
Makeup? Am I missing something?
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me be the first to say Merry Christmas. We hope you're having a great Christmas day.
Welcome to the very first Chat-In Christmas Day speech.
Hold on. So are people actually watching us?
Yes, Mark.
Oh, well, in that case, Merry Christmas.
We wanted to take a few minutes to reflect on the past year, give our thanks, and of course, maybe give some teasers to what 2025 holds in store for the Chat-In.
Yeah. Amongst all the chaos and confusion, there's one thing that truly makes Christmas special. The magic of giving, whether it's a simple gift, a kind word, or a helping hand. Acts of generosity can bring joy to others, even to Mark.
Oh, me?
Yes, Mark. You.
Great. What am I getting?
Over the last year, we hope we've given you, the listeners, entertainment, joy, laughter, and fun.
Or at the very least, some much needed company on your commutes to and from work.
Or helping you fall asleep.
What you've given us is support, engagement, and such amazing feedback that brings us so much joy that we know what we're doing is being enjoyed and has already become a part of your lives.
Yeah, in all seriousness, this past year has been a whirlwind for us and we've loved every minute.
Well, apart from the time when someone forgot to press record on an episode and we didn't realise till the end, so we had to record it all again.
In my defence...
And then the time only one of the microphones had recorded the entire episode and we didn't realise till we came to edit it.
What do you mean we? Is this like the royal we?
Hey, don't forget the time that Mark deleted all the recordings off the drive, so we had nothing to edit.
Oh, me?
No, me. As if it'd be you. I don't even think you know where the drive is, do you?
Drive? That's where I parked my car.
Then, of course, the time, or shall I say, many times,
That I've had to play bloody referee for you three.
no wonder I'm going grey.
We've really enjoyed discussing the random stuff we've talked about this last year. We've covered everything from festivals, concerts, music, TV and film, food, weight loss, to men's mental health.
We've welcomed guests into the Chat-In. We've had Paul, the oldest ever contestant to be on Gladiators, Richard from Andy's Man Club, and of course, our mate and occasional goodie supplier, Seb.
As well as bringing you interviews from Kendal Calling Festival and Rotherham Civic Theatre.
Don't forget, we've been featured on BBC Radio Sheffield, Radio Rotherham, Radio Doncaster, and even been featured in the local Rotherham Advertiser newspaper.
And being shortlisted as a finalist for the National Independent Awards, which, yes, was another opportunity for Mark to tuck into a pint or three.
We couldn't have done any of this without you guys. Your support, encouragement and feedback has helped us grow. It's helped us carry on, to keep the dedication and push on to become the best we can be. But I also want to thank the people that we certainly couldn't have done this without. And that's the podcast widows. The women in our lives that have given us their unconditional support and encouragement.
Couldn't agree more. For starters, I certainly couldn't have survived without Helen feeding us during our recording sessions. Speaking of that, is she bringing Christmas dinner?
Don't even joke, mate, because she would have her oven back on in a flash if she thought somebody wanted feeding.
Can you imagine if I married Ellen? I'd be like 100 stone.
You need to own Slimming World. But yeah, thank you, Helen, for looking after us and putting up with Mark being on WhatsApp, because reading his random messages, he most definitely gets an idea in his head and then has to put it on the WhatsApp group before he forgets.
Yeah, it is funny when Mark just puts random words in the group and leaves it up to us to try to work out what he's trying to say.
And thank you to your wife, Aina. I know with her work hours being in the day and then you working at night, you don't get a lot of time to see each other. Then there's the recording sessions, trips to London for podcast shows and awards, keeping on top of the admin and finances and trying to read and keep up with our thousands of messages, as well as me requesting group video calls at last minute. It takes up a lot of your time and you could be spending that together. So I'm thankful to Aina for supporting you and us.
Thank you, Aina. I also want to say thank you to Kirk's wife, Daisy. Both of them have very busy and demanding jobs that can include excessive hours and opposite shifts, so the fact that Kirk has all the editing to do to the podcast, that takes up a lot of time. I am very thankful for her support and understanding.
Absolutely. Thank you, Daisy.
Thank you, of course, to Helen. As always, your continued support. Aina and Daisy, thank you too. But I also want to say thank you to Gemma, Rob's wife. Why? Well, she also has a very demanding, and I imagine at times, stressful job, as well as finding time to perform on stage. But on top of all that, she's married to Rob, living with Rob. So I thank you, Gemma, for not killing him.
I'd love to object to that comment, but you are so right. Thank you, Gemma, for putting up with me and with everything. But they say that behind every successful person is an amazing partner, and us four certainly have that.
We certainly do. And we also have each other.
Yeah, even though it does take a lot of time and effort, this podcast has brought us all so much pleasure. And more importantly, it's brought four friends even closer. We hear a lot about mental health and how important it is to talk. As four blokes getting together regularly to talk, share news and opinions, as well as share laughs and being poked fun at, I can certainly say it has helped me and my overall mental health.
Yeah, when we spoke with Richard from Andy's Man Club, it highlighted even more how important it is to make time, not only for other people, but for yourself, to ensure that you do things in life that are for you.
It's easy to let life get in the way, to just let each day pass by and be focused on how busy you are and tackling that never-ending to-do list. Finding time to pause, breathe and talk. You'll see that there's always time, no matter how small, to do something that makes you smile, something that helps you remember that there's more to life than a to-do list.
So, after an amazing 2024, what does 2025 have in store for the chat in? Well, I won't go into too much detail, but keep your eyes peeled as you may be seeing more of us, and keep your thinking caps on for some new additions to the wheel.
And maybe put your hands in your pockets, as we might have got some stuff for you to buy.
Aha, definitely the money man.
Yeah, making this podcast not free, and after a year of us funding ourselves, I'm sure some of our listeners wouldn't mind helping us out. Maybe? Which reminds me, actually, don't forget, if anybody wants to help us and support us, you can, via our website.
That's if anyone's got any money left after Keir Starmer's taken it all.
Well,
Oh, don't get him started. We're not talking politics on Christmas Day.
But no, this year's been difficult enough.
It does raise a point, though, that we've received a lot of feedback from our listeners who tell us how much the podcast makes them laugh, cheers them up, and makes them feel part of the chat in. To know that some people may be going through a tough time, feeling down, or even a little lonely, and our podcast can make you smile and cheer you up certainly makes us feel good and makes us want to continue even more, even if we are just talking about caravans or...
Hold on, if Kirk can't talk about politics, you can't talk about caravans.
Well, speaking of cheering people up, I've got a little poem.
you, a poem?
Something tells me this is not going to be a serious point.
Hey up, it's Christmas. Time to go mad. Stock up on Quality Street and Werther's for Grandad. You've cleaned the house twice, got the turkey defrosting. Now you're skint till March. Who did the costing? You've bought for your kids and your nephews and niece, and your Amazon bill's now longer than War and Peace. There's crackers on table, hats that don't fit, and Dad's telling jokes that aren't funny, they're rubbish. Mum, when's dinner? The kids start to shout. When it's ready, she says, just waiting on sprouts. The sprouts are like bullets, the gravy's too thick, and why's your roast potato always the size of a brick? The family's all here, squashed in like sardines. Grandad's half-baked on a bottle of Jim Beam. Auntie Jean's on Bailey's, swaying like a tree. Now Mum's playing charades. What's that supposed to be? The telly's gone quiet, and we're all feeling stuffed. Till someone shouts pudding. In my stomach I trust. Is that Christmas pudding? Oh, it's a no from me. I'll have another slice of leftover brie. But here's the thing, when the chaos is done, when the crackers are pulled and Monopoly's been won, you sit back, have a minute, and you're properly glad. 'Cause Christmas with loved ones is more than a fad. So here's to a Christmas of laughter and cheer. Glad tidings to all. Now, pass me a beer.
That was fantastic, that, Mark. Did you write that?
Not just a pretty face. So, as we gather with our loved ones, let's take a moment to appreciate the simple things in life. let's not forget to love, to laugh, and to live in the moment.
Love, laugh, and live. Should put that on a poster.
After all, that's what Christmas is all about. Well, and a bloody good cheese board.
So, raise a glass, whether it's mulled wine, a festive beer, or something stronger.
Or, of course, all three if it's Mark.
Oh, me?
Definitely me.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas!
Time at the bar, please.
Great. What am I getting?
Do you not think it's great?
Yeah.
What am I getting?
What am I getting?
Great. What am I getting?
And again, what am I getting?
What am I getting? Is that not what I'm saying?
Every time you go to the street, you go, what am I getting?
Yeah.
Great. What am I getting?
Sorry, I would have looked at you and looking at me.
Can someone cue us in?
Oh, me? Oh, no, that's...
No, you were right. I was reacting.
Oh, wrap your presents in it. And wrapping paper, what's all that about? That's a scam. Yeah, sorry,
Then
That we know that we're doing. Go back. That we know.
Couldn't agree more.
Ready?
Couldn't agree. I can't say a line. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I forgot what next.
Right, look at the screen for a minute. Oh, good. Give me a look.
I know I did!
Then the time only one of the
Well, apart from when someone stopped.
The fact that Kirk then has all the editing to do for the. Then has all the editing to edit. Then has all the editing. I can't like.
I'm glad I'm not editing this one.
Speaking of which, is Ellen bringing out Christmas lunch?
No.
Why do I want to say? Speaking of which, is Ellen bringing out Christmas dinner?
Yeah, when we spoke with Andy. Yeah, when we spoke with Andy from. Come on. I know.
We do.
We certainly do.
We certainly do. And we also all. And we all have each other.
And we also.
We also. But does it have to? So the fact that Kirk then has all the editing to do. All the editing. All the editing. So the fact that Kirk has all the editing to do. I can't do it. I can't say editing.
Hold on, I need to do a Mark smile.
to keep the dedicated. Sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob.
Hold on. If Kirk can't talk about caravan. Demanding jobs that can include. I mean, this is a serious bit as well. I'm laughing. Love, laugh, live.
Thanks for putting all them together.
Love, laugh, live. Love, laugh, and live. Love, laugh, and live. Love, laugh, and live. Love.
The podcast makes them laugh, cheers them up, and even.
Both of them are very. Stop laughing. Both of them. We're going to start off a. It's all right. Let me just compose myself. Is Ellen bringing out Christmas dinner?
Don't even joke, mate, because if she thought somebody. Don't even joke, mate, because she'd have that oven back on in a flash if she thought somebody needed feeding.
Can you imagine if I...
So, as we gather, sorry. As we gather.
Yeah.
What am I getting?
Yeah, because we've already said that it's a time for giving and stuff like that. So it's not. So it's hard to explain what I mean by the intonation.
The emphasis
What
on
am I getting?
No. The emphasis on getting, not I.
Yeah.
What am I getting?
What am I getting?
No,
No,
not I.
not I.
What am I getting? What am I getting? Not what am I? What am I getting?
What am I getting?
Yeah, not I. What am I getting? Copy me. What am I getting? Say it. What am I getting?
What am I getting?
Yes, that's it.
It's because I'm reading that.
No, don't read it.
What am I getting?
What am I getting?
Right.
Great. What am I getting?
Great. What am I getting?
No.